Preschool literacy, play-based, fun, interest-driven. Let me show you a little bit how it works. All you need is one shelf. We start with vocabulary and background knowledge. We have a lot of different vocabulary cards here, so you can teach children the names of things that they care about, like a bulldog, a chihuahua, whatever it is that matters to the children. That's what you want to feature for the vocabulary cards. Once they've learned the language that matters to them, you give them a chance to use that new knowledge with games like matching games. They can put the words together. We're not going to limit vocabulary just to what's in the environment. We're going to include concepts and fields of inquiry like fine art. And here's an example of our fine art cards, American fine art cards. We have Homer's, the Gulf Stream. All the information you need is on the back so that we can guide the children in a conversation about fine art from America, from around the world, and all over Europe. We're going to continue world knowledge with geography folders. And in these, we have cards with pictures from things all around the world. This is all North America. And here's someone playing ball, a child playing ball, and there's North America color-coded on the back. And the thing about these is that they're themed. So when we go to South America, we have children playing ball in South America. So the children can compare apples to apples. This really helps get them talking about similarities and differences in different places around the world so that we can see our commonality as humans no matter where we're raised, but the interesting things about where we're raised. With this vocabulary and background knowledge, now we want to connect all of these sounds, all of these miracles of language with letters, how we put those sounds down on paper. That's when we use letter sound charts. These charts have just a letter color-coded on the front, but on the back they have an exemplar image of something that represents that letters like moose, moose, because we're focused on sounds with many words that isolate the sound of the beginning, middle, and ending of a word. We do that not just for consonants, but of course also for vowels, like apple, but also for digraphs. Because in English, you need digraphs to make every sound in the language. You can't make the sh sound with one letter on its own. You need a digraph. So we teach them right away. No need to wait. The young mind sees it the same way. Once they have experience learning the sounds of the language, then they need practice using the sounds that they've learned. And again, we're going to take these cards. We have them in a 3-part format. Here's how that works. The students take the letter, they lay out the letter all by itself. They match the letter to a picture, apple, and then they use this control card to check and see if they're right. Teachers do not have to hover. Children can correct and find their own errors. It really helps build self-confidence and overcome resistance they may have to letter sound work. Once they have practiced using the letter sounds with these 3-part letter sound cards, they're ready to start building words phonetically. We're going to give them movable alphabets that include many examples of each letter so that they can take the letters out and write words with them. We're not going to limit ourselves to the vowels and the consonants. We're also going to cover the digraphs. Why? Because the digraphs are necessary. If the child wants to write about their new shoes, they need the oo sound, which is the UE, and they need the sh sound, which is the SH. At this stage, we're encouraging them to write about what they want to write about so they get practice using their knowledge. Again, always practice using their knowledge. Later, we will refine spelling, absolutely. But first, just practice and beginning baby steps. With the alphabets, they can write before their hand can successfully form the letters. So there you have it, vocabulary and background knowledge, letter sound knowledge, and practice with letter sound knowledge. Preschool literacy in a simple one-shelf system. Fun, play-based, interest-driven.